Hello everyone and welcome back to Hurley's Hobbies. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hello everyone, this is Julie. I'm coming to you this week from my crafting table as usual in my crafting area. In the last episode, I showed you 4 ways to put the seam together for the squares. And in this week's video, I'm going to be, showing you an up-close version of the one that we chose. We did choose the same one, which was good, Dan and I. We chose the woven seam. So that's the one that kind of serpentines back and forth between the 2 squares, but I will show you a detailed clip of that. So I have 2 sets of 9 blocks put together. I will show you those, and then I will show you how, the detailed description of how to do it. So I'll get working on that. So here is the second set of 9 that I've put together. I'm trying to get colors that don't really, aren't exactly the same, but I do have so many greens, so there are quite a few greens in this one, but I don't think it'll matter when you get the big picture, just like when I was doing the quilts for the beds. When you get all the colors mixed up, it doesn't really show that there's so many of the same ones close together. This is the second one of 9 I've put together. I do have a few more sets of 9 to put together, and then I have a few sets of 6 to put together. So I will show you those as I progress along. Okay, so the thing that I've been doing first is gathering 9 of the squares that are different in color, I guess, the insides here. And what I've been doing is weaving in these tails that I left. So what I do is I insert the crochet hook on the very top rim of my stitch, previous stitch. Just pull it through like that. Insert from the back, pull it through. Insert, yarn the tail over, I guess, pull it through. Insert from the back and pull it through. So I've been doing that on all 9 of these. I will get that worked on and I'll be back with you. Okay, so once I have all the tails weaved in, I lay them out on the table in the order that I want it to look like, when I sew it together. So then I start at the bottom with that dark green. I will put that bottom and then put the creamy color green one on top, and then the cream and orange on top of that. And then for the next row, I'll, starting from the right to the left, and just basically put them in a pile and leave the top 2. So I'll start with the top 2 and I'll show you how I sew those together. Okay, so after I have all of them stacked together, these are the 7 that I'm not going to be using right away. I bring the other 2 over, grab my scissors, my yarn needle, and a longish piece of yarn to sew them together. Put the yarn on your, start at the other end. Put the yarn through the eye, thread it through just like regular thread. So this pattern, it tells you to flip these over. I want this one on the left, this one on the right, flip them over. Basically start wherever you want, but I always start at the edge. So pull it through, and then you find the exact same stitch on the other side, and I'm grabbing the top 2 loops on each stitch. So I pull it through, leave myself a little bit of a tail. I'm tying it just with a regular knot. I think it's a square knot, I'm not exactly positive. So once I have the 2 attached together, I spin this a little bit to the right, And I'm going to stop right here and make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, it looks like you could see, so I'm going to continue on. So what I do is take the needle and go down into the first double crochet, catch the 2 loops for the top of the stitch, and on the opposite one I catch the 2 in that opposite stitch right across and bring it up. Then pull it all through and hope you don't get a knot. Okay, and then you do the opposite. You start on the one closest to you. In this case, I'm going into the second double crochet, into the top of the one across from it, and pull through. So basically that's what I was talking about when I said you're serpentining. You're going back and forth. Instead of this way, I'm working across to the left. You can do them this way if you want to do them, you know, and catch. Make sure you're doing the ones across from each other like this. But you have to make sure that you don't pull this tight, because if you pull it too tight, I'll show you, I'll pull it real tight, then it bunches up on the back side. So you want it really loose. So it's better just to set it on the table and work. It's a little more uncomfortable to work. I'm gonna loosen all these up now that I tightened them. So then you get the looser ones. They look a lot nicer than it all bunched together, and this is all, you know, scrunched. So I'm just gonna keep working on that, and I'll show you what I do when I get to the very end. Okay, now I'm getting close to the end here. So I'll look on the other side and make sure it looks fairly decent, not any tight spots, not any really loose loops. Like this one here might be a little looser and this one tighter, so I'll just, you know, lift a little bit and they move. But as you're using the blanket, the Afghan, it's gonna be, you know, stretching, tightening and all that anyway. So anyway, make sure I have enough loose thread here, yarn. Okay, so I'm close to the end, so I'll insert, this is actually the 3rd double crochet on this set. So I'll weave those in. I get to the first chain in my double chain space. Okay, I've been putting these together just like I have, and then I'll come through back into the same exact stitch on this side, pull it through, only the one, and I'll make a knot here. Okay, and then I've been weaving in the tail this side, taking the needle off the thread, the yarn, sorry, and then weaving this side in as well. But that's the first one here, and then I've been putting the next one on, and then I'll do the 3, so I have 3 rows, and then I'll sew those 3 rows together. But I'll probably just show you snapshots of those, because you get the picture here of what I'm doing. So I'll get my tails weaved in and I'll start working on this square, and I'll show you progress as I work along, and we'll see how far I get. All right, have a great day, everybody, in case I don't come back and talk to you. Bye. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, would you please hit that little like button for me? Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will get videos as I put them out. And if you have any comments or questions, would you please leave them down below? And thank you again for watching the video. Bye.